Hey everyone, welcome to the best US Mint news channel on YouTube. At least it is in my opinion anyway. Today's date is the 11th of November 2025, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the Marine Corps Privy Marked American Silver Eagle. It was quite the day yesterday. Not everybody got a chance to get one, even though they were in the line at the United States Mint before noon. Yeah, it actually sold out in like 45 minutes or so. And that begs the question, was there really 84,000 available for sale that day? That definitely is a question that I think a lot of people have. Now, don't forget, today you might have an opportunity to pick some up at 7:30 a.m. on the East Coast, and that means 4:30 a.m. on the West Coast. And it's about 10 minutes to 5 here on the East Coast. Now, let's get over to the moneymetals.com. I can show you those live spot prices. So gold is up 27.90 to 41.55.90. Silver up 45 cents, almost a percent there, to 51.17. Platinum up 19.75 to 16.02.50, and palladium up 32.20 to 14.69.40. And Dr. Copper over here, the only one in red this morning, is down 2 pennies to 5.08 per pound. Down here, you're looking at in stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is $9.49 for a quantity of 1 through 39. They ask that you pay 60.66 pickup sticks. Now, the buyback, that's going to be the sell to them price, is $52.30, and that's definitely above the silver spot price. That's what we typically see. Now, here's my question, or at least my, I guess, observation. Yeah, silver's at up 47 cents to 51.19, and I think the all-time high was $55, which we could easily see here by the end of November. We got about 20 days left or so. And what's interesting about this is that, well, the price is going up, right, for the last couple of days. Does that mean that the refiners have stopped accepting less than 3/9 fine silver, or is something else at play? Because when they started talking about that, all the other precious metals were going up as well. So I never believed that that was the case, that it was the refiners and there was no silver and they couldn't get it to London quick enough. I thought that was a bunch of hooey myself. So I think something else is at play here. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I don't buy the story that it is the refiners not because that what's happening now? I don't think so. Now let's bump over to the United States Mint's product page. We're still waiting on the 2026 product schedule, as you can see. I'll go ahead and hit refresh here. As you can see, bingo. All right, viewing 72 out of 72, and yep, end of 2025 releases. All right, so we're going to be talking about yesterday's big drop, the 250th anniversary of the United States Marine Corps American Eagle 1-ounce silver-proof coin, featuring that highly coveted Marine Corps Privy Mark, as you can see just there. Bam! It's $105, mintage limit of 100,000, product limit of 100,000. The mint had already sold 9,999 to the bulk folks, so it looks like they got their 10%, or just maybe a hair under. And really, here's the thing, all right? This coin was, so I heard from the folks in Denver, all right? They went to purchase the coin in Denver at the Denver Mint at their gift shop, I would imagine. And there was supposed to be coins available for sale yesterday at noon. Well, guess what? They had 50 of them there, but they all had to be returned. Yeah, all 50 were returned, were asked by the United States Mint, the headquarters, saying, yeah, send those back, do not sell them. So they had to send all 50 back due to hazing issues and some other issues as well. So begs the question, what is the Mint going to do with these coins? And not only that, why did this particular coin sell out so quickly? It wasn't anything like the Navy Privy. It wasn't anything like the Army Privy. In fact, the Army Privy took a couple days to sell out. Is it because the flippers and bots got a hold of this one? I don't think it is. I think something else is up, and I would be surprised if the United States Mint actually sold 100,000 of these bad boys. I think they sold probably under that number. I think our source said that there was 84,400 available, and if you look at the 9,999 here minus the 100,000, you're looking at what, 89,000 or so, right? So is that right? Let's check for scientific purposes, right? So if I have 100,000 and I take away 99.99, yeah, that's 90,001 that should have been available for sale to the general public, but there wasn't, right? There wasn't. There was only 84,400, right? So that was what we heard, leaving 5,601 unspoken, or at least unclaimed, maybe, I don't know. But that is what's going down. And it really begs a question about the coins. And look, why did it go on pre-sale too? That's another question we have, because it was supposed to drop November 10th and possibly, quite possibly anyway, shipped out that same day, November 10th, much like the limited edition silver proof set. And I got mine yesterday, and it is in the box, and I'm going to have the uh, Kennedy half dollar graded. I don't think I'm going to get the San Francisco American Silver Eagle graded, but that's a topic for another story, another video rather. So as far as this one is concerned, I think there's going to be a whole lot less Marine Corps Privy marked American Silver Eagles out in the wild than the 100,000 that the Mint is saying there is. Probably about 75, maybe 50,000, because I don't think they could have gone through that many that quickly. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. And I feel bad for the people that didn't get theirs yesterday. I think we had probably 50 people that were unable to get one of these Marine Corps Privy marked American Silver Eagles yesterday. And you're probably going to have luck today at 7:30 a.m. And hopefully the United States Mint does not lift the household order limit after 24 hours. And if they do, I would be shocked. Let's go over to the news and press releases to see if they say anything about that. United States Marine Corps, here we go. It says here, now the United States Mint announces the sale of the 250th anniversary United States Marine Corps Eagle on Monday, November 10 at noon Eastern. Each coin includes a special preview mark depicting U.S. Marine Corps coat of arms in honor of its 250th anniversary. Orders are limited to one coin per household for the first 24 hours of sales. So, yeah, they may actually lift that at noon today. Bummer in the summer. So if you want yours, definitely at least try at 7:30 this morning. So and I would hope that since everything's kind of gone wonky on this particular issuance, I would hope that the United States Mint actually does not lift the household order limit for the first 24 hours. I hope they leave that on there for at least probably a good week. In fact, that's probably what they should do, just in general, is just leave it there for a week or so. All right, now, I think I wanted to show you this. This is quite remarkable. Check this out. So I have here 2025 Philadelphia Struck Silver Eagle with the Marine Privy. All right, I've got just regular old search here. Nothing for completed or sold listings. But I have here newly listed, and there's only 34. Yeah, I remember when this coin dropped yesterday, there was 29. That means there's 5 more than there was yesterday. And what's remarkable about this is you'll see the price here. Look at that. $229.90. That's a Proof 69 Ultra Cameo. That's NGC graded. Here's another one, Proof 69 Ultra Cameo, $259. So that begs the question, because raw typically sell for what the 69 sell for, $249, $259, and $229. So about a $30 spread right there. But look at that. Bam, $275 there, $290 for the raw, $299 for the raw, $269 for the raw. Look at that. $9.95 with one bid. Goodness gracious. $14.95 there. $6.99. What? Yeah. Looks like they're getting more expensive. And this is a Proof 69 also. Yeah, it's $399. And the seller that was selling all 3 together as a set, it was $699. Now it's $899. They went up by $200. $229 there. $178 with 13 bids. $249. And then $9.95. Look at this, $243 for us. Look at, and 24 bids. People are fighting over this one with the signature right there. Even though it's a Proof 69 Ultra Cameo, $243. That is remarkable. Look at these two. First day of issue. One's PCGS. The other looks like PCGS for about $575. That's remarkable. Now let's check out what's been sold right quick here. There we go. Sold and completed items. They both go at the same time, and there we go, 130 results. Yeah, that's remarkable. Yep, sold out, 225. Look at that, 599 first day of issue, just sold yesterday. And I imagine when this thing sold out within the hour, about 45 minutes, maybe some of you went and said, you know what, I'm just going to buy it off of eBay, the secondary market. Look at that, 199. That person's just trying to move it. I like to move it. Move it. You know what I'm saying? Move it. 225 there, 27 bids, 249. And that's the 69 is selling for 250. Again, 250, 785. That is a remarkable amount of money for a graded Proof 70 American Silver Eagle with that Privy mark. 225 there, 565, 1495. And we're still on November 10, folks. 200 there, 180 there. And remember, I think Pinehurst Coins, they were offering about $130, and then it stopped. They weren't offering that any longer. And then they even stopped asking for the Navy Privy marked American Silver Eagle as well. That was remarkable to see as well. 194, 225. We're still in November 10, 689. Yeah, I'd really like to find out the population report of how many ultimately the Mint sells. I don't believe it's anywhere near the 100,000 product limit that they said it was going to be. I'm going to go back one more. Well, of course I do. Let's go ahead and reload. Confirm. U.S. Oh, what's going on? Am I going to be in the waiting room? Oh, goodness gracious. I hope not. All right. Yeah. So 100,000 there. 100,000. I don't think they're going to get close to that. It's probably going to be closer to about 80, maybe 75,000. And that would be quite interesting because that would be the mintage of the very first American Silver Eagle that had the Privy mark. That would be the V75. And we know what that one sells for in a Proof 70 as well. Now let's go over to PCGS. And I have here the population report for the American Silver Eagles. And here's what we're looking for, 990,109. That's some Marine Corps Privy. And yeah, this is kind of, it's not, I don't think, an accurate representation of what's going on here with this particular coin. 445 here, 304 there, 141 in the 69. And also, we had heard rumors that NGC had contacted the United States Mint and said, "What's up with the coins you're sending us?" Yeah, I heard that. That was one of the rumors floating around. So, not sure if that is true, but if it is, it says a lot about the Mint's quality, especially if a third party like that is contacting the Mint. All right, let's keep on keeping on. These numbers haven't changed yet. Out of 65 of the first strike, 65 or 69, 30 out of the, and that's slab. That's not the whole population that was graded, right? Because sometimes you can say, yeah, if it doesn't get a 70, don't grade it, right? And that one is first day of issue, 30 of those, and 30 of those are in a 69. Yeah, not great. Not great at all. Anyway, let's go to the plus ones already. Probably yammered for too long here this morning. This is called a selection. We all make selections, right? Yeah, choices are selections, right? It's like you won the Bob Barker over at Price is Right. Which door do you choose? 1, 2, or 3? Yeah, well, they're making a selection. So as we walk the path of life, we must pause and reflect upon the significance of our choices. We hold within us the ability to make a better world and a brighter future. And I think what that makes me think is, well, which direction is your elevator ride going? Is it going up to the top floor or is it going down to the basement? Yeah, that's something you need to think about every day, every time you make a selection. Isn't that tough? And remember, each one of us has a good angel and a bad angel on our shoulder, if there's such thing as a bad angel, whatever. Yeah. And which one do we listen to makes a big difference in our lives. Now, this is going to be something really cool. Let's go over here to 39's 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is what is the name of this? This is Sweet Home Alabama. All right. Lynyrd Skynyrd, The Funk and Soul Reimagined. So this is an AI song, okay, but it's funky and it's got some soul to it, and it's you just got to check it out. It's not that bad, actually. It's not that bad. It's pretty cool, actually. I thought it was cool, and I thought I would share it with you here this morning. So hopefully you check that out. Hopefully you like it as much as I do, and you may not like it at all. And there you have it. So with that said, I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It's quite free. What's not free? Well, that's going to be membership. It's $1.99 per month. And it's the price of a cheap cup of coffee. Yeah, $1.99 for a coffee. It's not a whole lot of. It's about 6.6 cents per video in a 30-day calendar month, and it sure helps these videos keep coming out each and every single day. Hopefully, y'all have a great Taco Tuesday today, Veterans Day. You vets out there, don't forget, you get a lot of freebies. If you're not into it, that's okay, too. Some people, look, I've met vets that are like, yeah, I'm not going out there. I'm not going to do that. They just don't want anything to do with it. So that's fine, too. But if you're into freebies, today is your day in the hot sun. All right. Oh, yeah, that's me right there. So y'all have a great rest of your day. Stacker out.